FIFA 23 is finally here, and it includes a number of new features that alter everything from shooting to dribbling. Numerous fresh players are constantly attempting to figure out how to get better in the well-liked game mode Ultimate Team in every new FIFA game. Every year, producers add new features and tweaks to make each FIFA game better than the one before it, making this more difficult. And with all of the fresh updates and features included in FIFA 23, it's time to evaluate and hone your skills once more. Even if you're a true FIFA veteran, each new game will require you to pick up the rules all over again because fundamentals like penalties and corners have changed. The following 9 FIFA 23 tips can assist you acquire an upper hand over other players and improve your performance. Starting from number 9, build decent team. Make sure you have a decent squad as soon as possible when you begin a new FIFA game. This squad does not have to be made up of highly ranked players, rather, it must include players with decent meta stats. You should be able to create an effective starting squad for FIFA 23 for between 30 and 50k. Don't hoard your coins at first. Instead, make sure your initial squad is decent enough so that you may start saving for higher rated and special players later on and quickly assemble a powerful team. By doing this, you will improve your team management skills and create a group of players with outstanding meta ratings. Moving on to number 8, understand new tactics. Every FIFA game contains a meta. It refers to what the most effective techniques are at the moment. These strategies may seem boring to master at first, but they pay off after you become used to them, which may be accomplished by applying these strategies on the playground. Additionally, it assists in developing the game understanding. One simple example is to have quick center backs. You should be aware that FIFA 23's tactics are subject to change as new features are added, so make sure your team is based on recent meta. Moving on to number 7, focus on squad building challenges. It's simple to gain packs, money, or unique player cards through squad building challenges. During the first few games, you should concentrate more on squad building tasks to get the most out of the game with the least amount of time and effort. When you have enough coins and special player cards, you can play the game any way you like or keep going the way you are. Depending on the prize, each SBC has different conditions that must be met, but they are all worthwhile to complete during the game since they provide a quick opportunity to get rid of your club fodder and earn money or packs to enhance your team. Moving on to number 6, try game modes. In Ultimate Team, Division Rivals and Squad Battles are 2 great game modes. Squad Battles is an offline game mode, whereas Rivals matches players against one another online. You should play these 2 modes frequently since they offer out rewards on a weekly basis. Additionally, these settings will improve your game experience by providing you a unique feeling each time. Depending on how well you did and what rating you had, the prizes grow and may include packs and money, obviously virtual. With these awards, you might have a wide range of upgradability. Moving on to number 5, master dribbling. A completely new dribbling technique called technical dribbling adds hundreds of additional animations to the active touch technology. Patience is the finest recommendation for technical dribbling. You'll be able to execute new dribbling animations that you were previously unable to achieve with practice and expertise, which will make dribbling seem much more realistic. The goal is to avoid forceful flicking when dribbling to change direction. This is the biggest learning curve for all players, professional players included. To create the most liquid dribbling action, try rotating the left analog stick gently. To make the most of the new dribbling techniques, move slowly and subtly. Moving on to number 4, keep recycling the ball. The first advice is to make sure you're recycling the ball when you have no evident advantage since you can't score a goal if you don't have control of the ball. This advice applies regardless of your tactics and approach. Pulling your opponent out of position is the ideal method to score, but if you're up against a skilled opponent, there's a considerable chance that they won't fall into this trap. Once an opportunity presents itself, you must keep working the ball and going forward. It's crucial to keep in mind though that you are the only one who can score when you have the ball in your possession. This maintains you in the driving seat and will unavoidably result in mistakes, which will present you with your best chance of scoring. Moving on to number 3, minimize risk of scoring. If you can't stop the attacker from scoring, the most you can do is reduce the chances of them scoring. If you are aware of the players your opponent is utilizing, attempt to push them onto their weaker foot or at the very least move them wide. Only allow low probability shots from your opponent, such as efforts from outside the box or from awkward angles. Even if you will unavoidably give up a lot of goals over time, you will at least be in the greatest possible position to win if the odds are reduced against you. Moving on to number 2, learn new chemistry. Chemistry in Ultimate Team has stayed mostly unchanged since its introduction. Trying to combine all of the top players onto one squad while preserving perfect chemistry has always been one of the most difficult problems. Players would acquire chemistry connections in earlier editions by placing players from the same club, country, and league next to one another in a formation. However, there are no clear connections this year, and you can earn chemistry points from any member on the squad. For instance, regardless of the stats of the center backs on the squad, a goalkeeper in FIFA 23 can still receive full chemistry as long as other players on the team share ties to the same club, league, or nationality. As a result, you can combine players much more easily as you won't have to try to place them adjacent to one another in order to maximize chemistry. Generally speaking, try not to worry about chemistry too much. After all, your players' base numbers are what matter the most. Also keep in mind that players with low chemistry this year are not negatively affected. Lastly, moving on to number 1, trade silver cards. Trading in silver involves acquiring silver cards at a discount and reselling them for a profit. It takes more time to earn coins with this strategy, but if you do it well, you may accumulate a major capital and have a team that can fight with the best. You need to look at rare silver cards from major leagues, such as the Premier Leagues and others, for this to work. In order to snag these cards for less than this price and resell them for a profit, you must first determine the average coin price for these players, which you can do by looking at this on the transfer market. As previously mentioned, this does need some time and work, but if you want to play FIFA 23 all year long, it will put you in a fantastic position after a few months. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it so far. If so, then subscribe to the channel and like the video in order to see more gaming content like this in future. Comment down below with your own tips and what video do you need next. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.